Friends, distinguished guests, supporters of the Iranian resistance, welcome to this extraordinary event in support of a free, democratic, non-nuclear Republic of Iran. This conference also calls on the U.S. to hold the Iranian regime's president, Ebrahim Raisi, to account for the 1988 massacre of 30,000 political prisoners, a massacre that international human rights experts have characterized as a genocide. We're here to invite every freedom-loving soul in the world, and especially in the United States, to help us prevent more genocides and more massacres. A free Iran will bring an end to genocide, to repression, to corruption. A free Iran will bring an end to the export of violence and Islamic extremism in the region. Our presence here is a promise that the voices of those massacred in 1988, those murdered in 2019 uprisings, those imprisoned and tortured, will never be silenced. My generation and the future generations will cherish their sacrifice and memory. They inspire us. And just like the millions of Americans who cherish the memory of their 18th century revolutionary leaders, those who right now carry the flames of rebellion against this tyranny in Iran, inspire us every day to stand for freedom. Our call for accountability and justice is also backed by a strong bipartisan majority. There's 250 members of the U.S. House of Representatives and many key senators, including Senator Bob Menendez, calling for the bringing to justice of the perpetrators of the 1988 massacre. The House majority has also highlighted the 10-point plan of Mrs. Amir Emadi, the President-elect of the National Council of Resistance of Iran. And with that said, I have been given the honor to MC today, and we're going to hear from a tremendous lineup of speakers, both Democrats and Republicans. We will hear a message from the most prominent Iranian voice on a free Iran, and finally we will have a featured speaker who will be joining us with his prepared remarks, as well as a moderated discussion. But first, let's start with our Iranian keynote speaker, who will be joining us virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce the President-elect of the National Council of Resistance of Iran. Help me welcome Mrs. Maryam Najavi. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the utmost honor of inviting to the stage someone who has stood by the side of the Iranian people in their organized resistance for over 2 decades now. He has fought relentlessly for their rights and called for holding to account the ruthless rulers of Iran. The 50th governor of Indiana, who served 6 terms as member of the U.S. House of Representatives. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the 48th Vice President of the United States of America, the Honorable Mike Pence. Thank you so much, Anand. What a wonderful event. Thank you so much to all of you, to our distinguished guests who have given us a lot to think about. They've also given policy suggestions to our leaders in Washington and our leaders around the world. Hopefully they listen, but thank you for being such a passionate audience. Thank you to those who are watching in Ashraf 3, to those in Iran, and those who are watching from all across the globe. Thank you, and God bless you all.